All right, Joe. Looks like our patience will be rewarded, and Game 1's going to get underway here. Excited to have you with us, Godsent. Spacejam. About to go to war here at a best of 7. Godsent's going to be at home to kick off the series. So what up to Sav? What up to Chicken? What up to NBA 2K+? What up to everybody supporting the stream and the chat? Let me know who you got in this best of 7 final round. WR Pro-Am League. Prophecy on the 1s and 2s to bring you all the coverage all night long. Get a lineup check there. Spacejam, Demon, JT, Dave Fry, Rhea, 5 out, a.k.a. Hotshot. 105 and 10, you see. Very nice record there. Covered the lineup on the other side as well in the pregame. Saver, Kai, Craxy, Sick, J. Herbs. So here we go. Highly anticipated WR Pro-Am Finals. Long season culminating here. See the pro tags, a lot of star-studded action coming your way on both sides of the court here. Spacejam in their road blacks. To kick off this series. It's time to get things started. Let's get it. I'm hype. I hope you are too. WR Pro-Am Finals underway on the Xbox side. And Spacejam has the dribble on the right side. He'll take it to the hash. And they get the screen game set up. Little hezzy on the dribble inside, and we get things started with a lefty layup and a goaltend. Looks like it was going to go down anyway. Sick reached into the hoop there. So the first basket of the finals. So we get underway here, and Kai has the dribble left side. They go with the alley. The lane was there, and they connect. Ties this game up at 2. And we appreciate you staying with us, staying patient. I hope you enjoyed our pregame coverage with the podcast featuring Nap. But now it's time for basketball. As we get underway here. It's 5 misses inside at Craxy. Dishes the pass over to Kai. Sick has it at the top. They'll reset, but a poke away. And it's stolen in a nice finger roll lefty layup for Spacejam. Puts him up 4-2. First minute gone in the first quarter of Game 1. Best of 7 set between these two great teams. A revenge tour versus one of the OGs. As Rhea comes down with the board, and Spacejam has it operating on the right side. WR Pro-Am Finals underway here. Happy you're with us. A dish to JT. Opposite wing. He'll pull. Midi is good. And Spacejam off to a good start offensively. Patience paying off as they work the offense, and up 6-2. Got a timeout on the floor. And we will hope that we don't get any lag-out situations or restarts. Get a clean series. I probably just jinxed it there. But you see the builds on the court, the playmaker. At point guard for Spacejam. See what he can do with it. We talked about it on the podcast. Doing things a little bit differently. Operating with a different mindset, perhaps. Orchestrating the offense. Sky has the dribble, little hezzy crossover. Swings a pass to Sick. Top of the key, Jay is good, and a big 3 ball. Cuts it to 1-6-5. Final round action. Just getting started here. We're going to cover it for you all night long, best of 7. Spacejam pulls from the top of the key, that's good. So the efficiency continues for Spacejam in the early going. Get your coffee. Get a snack for yourself. Because we're going all night. WR Pro-Am final round action. Inbound pass coming from the right hash mark. As Kai operating around the screen. Gets some ankles there. Takes him to the cleaners. And no good on the J. Rebound comes to Rhea. Dishes to Spacejam. Now has it as they've set that offense on the right side a couple of times down the court now. Going to the left elbow, swing past to Hotshot, a.k.a. 5. Turnover there, and Kai's going to go up the ladder. And Cracks finishes. NBA 2K+ dropping the knowledge there on their prediction. Shout out to them for their big support tonight. Spacejam in 6, according to 2K+. Rebound comes off. Long outlet pass and a foul inside. Couple of freebies upcoming here. Chance to tie this ball game. First quarter action, game number 1, just underway here. 3 minutes gone in the first. Going to be a great night of 2K action. One to remember for sure as we kick off the inaugural seasons of 2K19. You're going to see all the meta in full effect tonight. These two teams executing at a high level coming into this series. Couple of free throws good, and it's tied up at 9. Hope to have you in store for a good series here. A lot of people predicting 6 or 7 games, and we'll see how it shakes out. Live on WR Pro-Am here on Twitch. Make sure you follow if you haven't. JT, short corner, kicks it to the top. Little hezzy dribble. Loses the ball there. Good defense. On the pressure at a shot clock violation. We'll send it the other way here, so a turnover there. And Godsent with it. In their home whites. Spacejam and the Road Blacks. Let me know who you got in the series. What you're impressed with as you watch these games. I'd love to hear your feedback in the chat as Cracks pulls from the left side. No good on the lefty J there. Sick with the rebound. Collects the carom and inside. Another opportunity. Capitalized down there. 11-9. JT on the right side. Aggressively. Going to the basket there, but cut off nicely. Hop step inside, ball fake. A little bit of a scary there. Intercepted, and Kai has it. Screen set near the right hash mark. They flip the set there, and they'll go top of the key. Kai passes out of the J there. Backdoor cut. Briefly there. They missed it. But top of the key with 5 seconds left is Kai. He'll go inside and out to Saver, and that's good. Big shot for 3. And a pretty jump shot with under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Spacejam down 5 and with it. JT in the corner with a big shot to answer. They get that 3 right back. And we have a good competitive game in the early going of game 1. Looks like we may be in for a long night as these two teams go to war. I couldn't be more pleased to bring it to you. Honored to cover it here in the finals. Saver goes for the alley, a heads-up play. And Craxy's been off to a good start in this game. Kai with 5 assists already in the first quarter. And JT, they hedge over on that right side. Pinched. And now the swing pass up to the top. They get the deflection and the steal. Going the other way is Cracks once again with that takeover. And he goes hard to the rack with the two-handed throwdown. Continuing his great start. 6 seconds left now. They will fire. Contested shot, no good. And you couldn't be more happy with the start if you're Godsent. Up 18-12. Doing a great job offensively. Getting some opportunities here to take control of this game. 1. Backdoor alley. Contested nicely on the help side D. Outlet pass is a good one to JT, and Spacejam gets a much-needed basket there to stop the bleeding. Get some momentum going in their favor to kick off the second quarter. These swings will be huge. These are the moments where games are decided. Kai will pull from midi. He's got it. A little bit of a leaner there. Got to watch his form on that J. Get his feet set. 4:30 to go here. Game number 1. Godsent up on Spacejam here. Maria's going to get an open look from mid-range territory on the left side. That's cash. As the action continues with Kai. Let's see what kind of offense they come out in. They space it. 5 out for him. He goes behind the back and to the rack hard. Takes advantage of a lapse in the defensive coverage there. And we have high-octane offense to start things off. 22-16. Expose him at the top of the key. Defense will rotate. Pass over to the corner. Rhea on the dribble. Takes it inside hard. Reverse layup. That's a nice play, but he misses it. And an outlet for Craxy. He's going in hard with the lefty layup on the Euro step gather. A beautiful play there. An impressive start for Craxy. It's always important for other guys to step up. In these playoff series, maybe he's the one. Good block inside. And guess who? On the finish, opportunistic. And a 10-point lead now for Godsent as they open it up here a little bit with a double-digit lead. Turnovers a factor. And many opportunities on the break for Godsent. Spacejam a little erratic on the offensive end of the court. Let's see if they can turn it around. JT kicks it out. Open look from the top. They need it. No good. Another deep outlet. Cracks his throw in the alley. No good there. They're clowning now in game one. JT goes hard on the fast break look there for Spacejam as they cut it to 10 here. So interesting moments in game one. Takeover is good now. He'll look for ankles at the top. Can he put him in the blender? Step back in the cross. Get some jumping and a green bean from the top of the key. Beautiful. Dribble animation and jump shot. Taking advantage of the D there with the takeover. JT goes inside to answer. High-paced action. Exciting. Game number one for you here. Past midnight. So we're going for the late night grind. We'll have full coverage of these finals all the way through. Cracks. Operating left corner. Swings it to the top, and Kai, he will throw it down with the left hand. Look at Godsent out here. The revenge tour continues in game number one as they're out to a 33-20 lead on Spacejam. Unbelievable. First half here for them. They've just turned it up defensively. Expose him on the right side there. They'll go back to how they opened the game. Open look there. And they finally get a perimeter shot to go. 23 points on the board for Spacejam. They're down 10. Kai's in his bag now. Looking for more ankles. Hezzy to the right side. That's another green light. The takeover in full effect now. Godsent up 13. Expose him. Takes the screen at the right hash. Has the switch. Big man covering him. And a nice job defensively. Another interception. Kai's going in hard to the rack. He has it. And finishes. 15-point lead now for Godsent. Hop step inside. Saver. Operating on the left wing. Kicks it in to Sick. Goes up with the contested layup. No good. Baited pass to the corner. A hustle play to save it. And G comes up with a opportunistic midi. Makes it 40-23. 40 seconds left in the first half of game one of this best-of-7 final round series. Hot shot, a.k.a. 5, into Rhea. Gets the offensive rebound. Just sound discipline for Godsent here. All over Spacejam. Exposem's going to get a look. They needed that. 40-26. Maybe a possession or two left in this first half. Interesting subplots as Godsent looks for revenge here. Opening season of 2K19. They have sent a message early on. No way to slice it other than that. Spacejam down big here. As we wind down first half, green light for Kai again. And he is certainly in rhythm here. Leading his team to a 16-point lead. Last opportunity for Spacejam. They push it ahead. Intercepted pass. Full court heave. No good. Surprised that didn't drop. And no doubt who the player of the half is in this game number one. So we take a look at Kai with 18 big points, 5 assists. Stormed on with that takeover badge there in the second quarter. Godsent up at 75% for the field, only 2 turnovers. Super efficient. See the 8 big turnovers for Spacejam. Looming large in this game. Craxy has 14. Also in double digits. Second half getting started. Let's keep it moving. Here on WR Pro-Am Live, Prophecy on the 1s and 2s. You're watching game 1 of the WR Pro-Am League Finals on the Xbox side. These two teams fought through a gauntlet to get here, and it's all on the line tonight. Dayfry's going to get a look at the basket and a foul. He'll go to the line. A couple of free throws coming up here. Spacejam's got to get back into this here sooner than later, as the time will become a factor in this second half. Already down big. Dayfry connects on the first and hits the second calmly. Tell me what you think about the game so far in the chat. Godsent Setting the tone here for the series. Gee, great wrap there. And the wing J is good. Up 17 now. They're just hitting everything. Doing everything right on the offensive end of the court. They've also been tenacious on defense and on cue there. Cracks going off the backboard. He gets swatted. A little too fancy there and nonchalant on the fast break. Remember that one in the later stages of this game. There should be a comeback here. Saver swings it to the top. Kai has it. Dots the corner. Missed defensive assignment there. And they capitalize. Floodgates are open now in game number 1 of the finals. Day Fry. The behind the back dribble. They're applying even more pressure now defensively in the full court. Really feeling like they're in control of this game, going for the jugular. Big bucket for Spacejam. They're struggling here in game number 1. It's all about adjustments. And these later rounds, you know they'll come back in game 2 ready to go. Day Fry has it on the outlet. Elbow area, ball fake. And a reach-in foul on Kai will stop the action. So we get an inbound play from the right side. Rhea to expose him around the screen at the top. They'll have the dive. Hot shot has it. And the big two-handed flush with the defense draped all over him. Powerful finish. Minute and a half gone here in the third quarter. 15-point lead for Godsent. With the ball here in their home whites. G-Herbs. A little bit of a wrap there from Kai. Got dragged inside the three-point line. Baseline taken. Good ball movement here as they work the offense. No good on the J, but 6 right there for the second chance bucket. Cleaning up the mess there. And well in control is Godsent. Expose him. Gets it poked away. They've been harassing him throughout this game. Always tough to deal with. Those special perimeter defenders. They know how to disrupt you. It's going to be a long night. A lot of bumps. A lot of bruises. Intercepted pass there. Kai has it at the free throw line. He's going with the lefty layup and a goaltend as he got it on the rim before the defense could get there. Halfway through the third here. Nearly a 20-point lead for Godsent over Spacejam in game number 1. The WR Finals. Intercepted pass by Saver. They continue to put on a defensive clinic here. Spacejam has no answer. Now up 21 as Day Fry will try to pick up the pieces here. Take over the offensive duties here. The ball handling. Going around the screen. He'll tiptoe and do-si-do, go to the elbow. Ball fake and inside. They get a good look at the basket there. Aggressive take to the rim. And they finish. They got to figure out something. No time to waste here with 2 minutes to go in the third. G-Herbs. He's done a nice job playing his role on both ends of the court. Saver going to the multiple crossovers there. Has it at the elbow and a crab. Surprising miss there. Cracks has the rebound up to Kai on the right wing. No good. And a rebound for Spacejam as they outlet. And they go up the ladder for a big finish for Rhea. See if that gets their wheels turning here. As Kai will take it right side around a screen from Sick and a reach-in foul on Rhea. First in the last 2. Happy you're with us here for game number 1. Best of 7 set. Godsent and Spacejam all night long for you. We'll have coverage each and every game. Hope to get this entire series in tonight for you. And Kai. A couple of crossovers and a midi with the left hand. No good. Rebound to Spacejam. Another opportunity here to cut into this lead. A lot of time left. Expose him. Over to 5. Ball fake. In the post there. Low block. Got to watch the 3 seconds. They're going to get a timeout here. Fortunate to not get the backcourt call. But there is a sliver of hope here for Spacejam down 17. Plenty of time to make a run, certainly more than capable if they can get some stops, some fast break opportunities here. We'll see how it unfolds. If they can get a comeback effort, or perhaps take some positives into game 2. Some adjustment areas discovered here. We keep the second half moving. Spacejam goes inside. Easy righty layup. As the defense caught slipping there. Inbound pass to Saver. 15-point game. Last minute of the third. Issue still in doubt here. And Rhea's going to pick up a cheap reach in. That's not what you want in that situation. Aggressive play defensively. That'll come back to bite him. First free throw down for Saver. Just when you're making a run. Got to be aware of that penalty situation in the last 2 minutes. Dave Fry has it. They're pinching hard. They're going to get the deflection, but 5 has it. Great defensive play by Sick to get the interception. And he'll head to the line. Another reach in on JT. Free throws are good, so just when you thought Spacejam might be making a run, 4 free throws later, they're down 19. JT has it. Pass is intercepted. Great defense by Godsent in this game. Euro layup, and he turns it into a jam. Two-handed, vicious throwdown on 3 defenders. Unbelievable play there. Spacejam wide open is JT in the corner. He fills it up. So a little more offense for Spacejam over the last minute or so here in the third. 20 seconds to go. They get the interception. JT swings it out to hotshot. Ball fake at the top. Another ball fake. He's got a man open in the corner. He pulls it instead. Tough shot selection there and an opportunity for an easy bucket for Cracks on a nice leak. Reach in foul there. 3 seconds left on the clock. Down 20. Another turnover for Spacejam. Unbelievable. And we head to the fourth, and that's been the story here. You see 14 turnovers on the Spacejam side. Was still a quarter to play here in game number 1. Godsent is sending a message loud and clear here. They came to play. And the results tell the story on the scoreboard. So far in game 1, 43-61 on that dunk and finish there. So Saver has it. Pressure applied in the full court for Spacejam. Has he at the top, another screen. And he's going up. Alley-oop. No good. 3-on-2 for Spacejam. A step-back dribble. Spacejam's pull-in. That's Cash at the top of the key. Big shot to cut it back to 15, 61, 46, 4:20 left in the fourth quarter. Game number 1, WR Pro-Am League Finals on the Xbox side. Best of 7, so a long way to go here. Just getting started. These teams feeling each other out. Opposite wing. G-Herbs. Couple of hezzies, and he pulls. Left-handed Jay is no good. Off the right rim, and a rebound for Rhea. Comes up with it there for Spacejam. And ball deflected out of bounds. It'll stay right here. 4 minutes to go. Time definitely a factor here. Let's see what Spacejam does. On the right side here, they pull. Nice rebound and positioning inside for the second chance bucket. They need more of that. Cuts it to 13 here and a timeout. Feeling a little uneasy there for Godsent. So they'll collect their thoughts. 7-0 run for Spacejam to open the fourth. So some big moments in this game number 1 here coming up in the next stretch of basketball as we watch these two teams get ready for a long series. No doubt about that. Godsent coming out strong in game number 1 here. Let's see if they can close it out. Full court pressure here. Hedge on the right side as they set up the offense for Godsent in those home whites. Step back dribble for Saver. Couple of crosses, great help on the defense there for Spacejam. Big offensive rebound and a nice contest. But baited right into that outlet steal. And G-Herbs finishes on a big three. And that's a heartbreaking moment right there for Spacejam. You're making a push, and you give up a play like that. That's got to be very deflating for you. In your comeback effort, JT has an opposite corner pass, gets through to Rhea. A couple of crossovers, defense right there. He does get him jumping. And a kick out to 5. He finishes at the top of the key to make it a 13-point game once again, heading down the stretch of the fourth of game number 1. Deflected there out of bounds. Stays right here. Good quarter. So far for Spacejam, 10-3 on the scoreboard. They've been decimated by turnovers throughout the course of this ball game. That's been the story, without question, of their deficit here. Saver's going to pull big shot. He cashes in there. As we see 5, a.k.a. Hot Shot. Long swing pass to Dayfry. And a reach-in foul on Sick. So it looks like Godsent will wrap this one up. This continues here. They'll go up 1-0. Hot shot at the top. Big alley. And Rhea finishes. Saver with the crossover here. Working some clock. Making sure no shenanigans ensue here. This final stretch of game number 1. It's going to be a big win for them. They protect home. G-Herbs is going to fire. That's no good. The waning moments pass here. We get into garbage time. Spacejam has it on the left side. Ball fake for Rhea. Couple of defenders there. They do go backdoor for the alley, and Hot Shot finishes. So a nice play there. Makes it a 12-point game. 90 seconds or so to go in this one. Full court pressure once again. Saver gets it across half, no problem. Operating right side. And working that clock down to 10. So get the offensive set started. Swing pass to G-Herbs. They have the top of the key 3. That's good. And smart awareness there. Caught the defense slipping. That'll be the dagger. As we approach a minute remaining here in game number 1. Ball deflected and a backcourt violation. Great defense there for Godsent. As they will take a 1-0 lead. Pivotal game 1. Getting close to a wrap here. This school is nearly out for Spacejam. Sick on the inbound to Saver. Elbow area. Catch for Sick. He'll have it over to Herbs, and a good look. Caught the defense behind him there and has no problem connecting with that takeover. Gets a deflection in the backcourt as they start to toy around here in the waning moments. Up 18 and feeling good about themselves heading into game 2. Backdoor cut in an alley. Good finish there for Rhea. See if they can clean up the turnovers in game 2. Spacejam should be able to get back into this series, make it a more competitive game. Big pull there from the top of the key. That's dirty. And a 19-point lead for Godsent, doing big work. All credit to them in game 1. They came out right out of the gates, executing and getting stops. And the turnovers were the story for Spacejam. Give credit to the Godsent D, forcing all those turnovers, getting all those momentum buckets on the fast break. 26 seconds to go now. Cracks has it. They'll get the pass over to Sick. Free throw line. Circle area. G-Herbs is feeling himself. He pulls with a couple of defenders on him. Deep outlet for Spacejam is rejected off the rim, and Rhea finishes on the second chance bucket. Makes it 76-62, and a reach-in foul on Dayfry. So one step closer here to their ultimate goal, going up 1-0 in this best of 7. Should get game 2 started shortly after this one concludes, I would imagine. We'll have all the action for you live. Could get an inside look at the player party chat as well as we go in between games here. Let's watch savor as the final 10 seconds will tick off. And a critical Game 1 victory on their home court for Godsent as they defeat Spacejam. 77-64, your final. Perimeter grades are tough there on the Spacejam side due to those turnovers occurring throughout the game, as we've alluded to throughout the broadcast. You're going to look at the final box, and these teams will move on to game number 2 in this best-of-7 series. Love to hear your insights in the chat as well. Anything that jumps out to you in game number 1. Kai with big 22 points there, 13 at the point guard position, and a big win for Godsent here. Look at Craxey with those 16 points. He really set the tone in the first half. You see those 4 steals there. 7 of 9 from the field. Getting those momentum buckets, as I mentioned. G. Herbs with a big 17, especially in that second half. Hit some big shots. And that's the story in game number 1. See if they can limit the turnovers. Game number 2 here.